Pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days.
Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Vikings of Virginia Beach taking on the Chicago Bears.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And this might net him a yard, if that, as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, the 25. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. An impressive punt return of 76 yards.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And they'll run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they have down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
2nd down, here's Willis. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And now they'll shift things around.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
43.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score
back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Willis out of the gun. The killer here, it's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. The Bears at 8-5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Had 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Willis. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. shotgun snap to Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Here's Willis.
Flushed out right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flush to his right.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now Willis.
So left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, this would be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Mahomes now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, here's Willis. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Go, Reed, go.
Now Willis to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Willis on the sneak, and he is going to have the Bears first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Ready.
Willis looking to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Willis. And that will be incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first.
there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, here's Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
40 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 2nd and 9.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of 1st down right near the 24. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, break.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout. So